Prime Minister Starmer visited the British Embassy in Washington on Friday ahead of talks with U.S. President Joe Biden on the next steps in supporting Ukraine, centering on whether to allow Western missiles to be used to hit targets in Russia. Joined by Foreign Secretary David Lammy, Starmer met with Karen Pierce, the British ambassador to the U.S. at the embassy. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been pleading with allies for months to let Ukraine fire Western missiles, including long-range U.S. missiles and British Storm Shadow, deep into Russia to limit Moscow's ability to launch attacks. The New York Times reportedly citing European officials that the United States looks set to approve the use by Ukraine of long-range missiles against targets in Russia on the condition that the weapons were not those provided by the United States.
I'll be very clear. As the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, I will deal with whoever the American people elect in as their president. But I think it's very important to remember, particularly for Ukraine and for the Middle East, the next few weeks and months are critically important. And therefore, it's important for me to speak to President Biden about our shared response, the response of our allies, to the pressing immediate issues, but also to the more strategic long-term issues. And that's why I'm going both on both of those fronts to have that discussion, Ukraine and the Middle East. The riots, I think, were symbolic of a broken society. Now, I'm not going to justify for 1 minute the violence in those riots. They are not capable of justification. They were not protest. They were far right in the main. But underneath that, I think there was a societal black hole, a breaking of our society, which we need to mend.